What's up, NovaGamers? It's Juno here. We're going to take a look at the Golf Club, which is a local bit. This is put together by HB Studios here in Nova Scotia. So, what better for the local gaming site to take a peek at the content that's here and show you guys. Now, this is early access on Steam. I want to say it's around $30. I can't even remember. I paid for it, just a couple hours ago. Had a bit of a dig through here. So this is the main screen. Some background information. This has only been available on Steam for I think a couple of days since the 17th. It is also one of those titles that's coming across to PS4. They had it on demo at I believe at PAX maybe. It was in the Unity showcase. Anyways, HB's been running this around and showing off the game recently, so now that it's in early access, I figured I'd do a quick stream to kind of show you what's here. Basically seems like it's a pretty full-featured early access, at least in terms of what you'll find in these menus and the game features. The gameplay's a little rough, I guess, in comparison to other titles like Tiger Woods, that kind of stuff, but we'll get into that. So on the main menu here, you see I have tee off and play. Tee off kind of just dumps you right into a match right away. Play kind of gives you some more options where you can pick your golfer and change the way they look. Create course is a course creator, and I saved this because we're going to look at it together. I haven't touched it yet. Create a tour is, I'm assuming, like a tournament mode, and it's not in the game yet, as well as the stats. The stat tracking is not in there. Messages is pretty clear. It's for your social engineering. The Canadian geese on the exit is kind of nice. Under settings, you'll find, your normal cavalcade of, here's your audio settings. And I've got kind of everything turned down because it's super loud. There is some commentary in the game. I'm going to bring it down a little bit more. It's not the final commentary. And they're like, hey, thanks for checking out our early access, which is neat. We'll turn that down. The display, you don't get a whole lot of options here. The game launches out of a Unity launcher, and it says like, well, you have 3 graphics options. It's low, medium, high, and you can then pick through a few different choices like resolutions, and if you want it to be in a window, that kind of thing. It's not a whole lot of depth in that regard, and I hope that'll change in the long term. I don't know how this is coming across on the Twitch stream, but I can see, kind of the background shrubbery is moving around. It's really framey, and my computer's pretty decent. I don't have a lot of problems running games. There is some serious framiness in I find after maybe a couple of holes or when you get into certain areas. So I've been dropping it down to medium. We're playing on medium right now. Not a big difference between medium and high graphics from what I can see, but it helped the framiness a little bit. So that was display. Gameplay, you can toggle some HUD stuff on and off. The overview camera, the market view camera. This is all stuff, other than maybe like the green grid, I'm not sure why you'd want to turn a lot of this stuff off, but if you want to be more hardcore, there you go. And in terms of controls, you can use keyboard and mouse. I am using a 360 controller because I'm not a filthy casual. And yeah, left stick swing I'm not really interested in because I've always been a right stick swing person. Although that might be worthwhile trying. The 360 controller I have, the right stick's a little bit of a pain. And under social, there wasn't a whole lot here. It was just show rival scores. So I guess when I have rivals to add to my scorecard, when some of you guys get this game and look me up, we can take a peek at that. So that's all the settings. The messages area is going to be empty because I don't have any. That's great. So we're actually going to go to play. Tee off is nice because it gives you just kind of a 9-hole rundown. So you can see here, play tours out, and this competition mode is currently coming soon. So those are futures. But if you go to play round, you can add up to 4 players, and that's as simple as just hitting X on the controller, and it dumps in characters, which is kind of neat. I can back those guys out. You can switch between a couple of different options: stroke play, match play, and 4-ball, which is kind of cool. we leave it on stroke play. And then I can actually edit my golfer. I can like cycle through different gloves or, you know, shirts. Yeah, we'll stay there. Not a whole lot of customization here, but I'm sure this is one of those things that over the course of the game you may see more DLC perhaps. Let's go with the plaid. That's kind of tough. I wonder if I can get plaid pants to go with that. I didn't go through all these earlier. There better be some crazy golf pants in here. Oh yeah, here we go. Although those orange pants are... Okay. Yep. Yep. Good. I did make the change to left-handed because I am a left-handed golfer, and I wanted to see that. I played a couple of rounds as a right-handed golfer, and it was okay. So that's done. Yeah, we're going to jump into a game here. So after you've set up your golfers, you can take a peek. The course of the week right now is the Two Rivers Golf Club, which I think is the one you get when you just go to tee off at the beginning. And then it's throwing in these other courses, and you can see these are built by other, like this one's built by another player, Jaguar USF. You can, I guess, set favorites on these, but then there's a couple of other, you know, player high rated here, and then this TGC official, I would assume, is one that they built. If we go to more, so, you know, these are HB official courses that they've put together, which is kind of neat. And then I can filter these for public courses, which are ones that other people have made, and then we can maybe sort by the rating. So some of these are super crazy. All right, and these still fall under the most played weekly. I want highest rated all time. Wow, so this has got, you know, only 37 plays, but it's an 8.4 rating. This one's a 10. It's the, you know, difficulty easiest. So, you know, you're gonna be able to dig through some of these. There's a lot of, there's 41 pages of these. People have been making some courses. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of neat. A couple other filters here. So friends, my courses, my plates. I've played Two Rivers before. Let's go back to the HB officials. I'm going to play Little Brook Manor. Now, this you can't change anything on. What I'd like to see here is the ability to actually cycle this to a 9-hole course, because it is 18 holes. The greens are slow and medium difficulty. It's a par 70, and it kind of shows you an overview of, you know, who's played here and that kind of thing. That's kind of neat. We're just going to jump in, and I'll show you guys how this works. So like many golf games, at the front here, you kind of get the overview on the left-hand side, and then on the right, I can look at like global scores, or I can pick rivals. This is kind of like there's a couple of fighting games that let you do this, like Soul Calibur lets you do this in their online mode, where, you know, top players, you could just pick them as a rival. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to tee off. I ain't got time for your social engineering.
Hello there, and welcome to the Golf Club. First of all, I'd like to thank you for purchasing the game, early access style. Secondly, I'd like to welcome you to the game. We hope you have fun out there, and we're looking forward to hearing about your experience.
So we're just going to take a second here. I've got a bit of a freeze, but we should be able to kick that back into place. Right. Let's see what happens here. So you can see the other player ghosts are actually playing simultaneously to my play. I can see where their balls land, and that's about it. There's no power indicator. There is no, you know, this is the kind of the most targeting I have is moving this thing around, and then I can change my club using the bumpers. Or the shot type to kind of indicate my yardage and power, and then it's really just a stick push to get that to work. And there's no changing the ball's spin during flight like you would in a Tiger Woods game. you have to work on your shot to get it to do what you want it to do. So I'm about 61 out from the pin here. 57 yards carry. Let's see if I can do this clean. Nope. And so I didn't get enough power behind that. So the game does work on a power system where if your swing's not clean enough, you're not going to get the distance or anything to go for. So we'll just roll that in there. Alright, I can deal with that. That'll be an easy putt. Putting's no different. You do get the grid, like many other golf games, from links to Tiger Woods, that kind of stuff. So we're just gonna
Moving right along here.
tap that in. The putting seems to be the thing that kind of throws me off the most.
Starting things off at even par.
All those guys got birdies, so that's okay. I will advance to the next.
Just letting you know it's a bit windy out there, so keep that in mind as you go on to the tee.
Alright, it's a little windy out there, he says. That's good. He's right. The wind is coming down and to the southwest, so I'm actually going to aim left a little bit and then hammer this.
Did you get all of that?
Get on the green. Gross. So this is the kind of weird thing is I'm in a chip situation where I could chip that, or if I would really want to be crazy, I could switch out to the putter and putt from here. It's a long putt, but I think I'd rather do that. Well, I obviously should have chipped it. I didn't get the strength I wanted out of that.
All right,
I'm still trying to
here.
learn that. It's 15 feet. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of movement here. We'll just kind of get in there.
Nice. Solid stroke on that one. Well done.
That's right, solid stroke. That's what we know.
Okay, now
So
with that, you're going to stay at even par.
Even par I can live with. It's not a bogey
And,
situation.
what is this? Hole number 3.
Gonna hammer this. Not even gonna
Good
look.
so far?
Stay out of the sand trap. Stay out of the bunker. Stay out of the bunker. Okay, we're good. We're good. I'm not going to the bunker.
And this looks like around 235 to the pin.
Hammer another one up here towards the hole. So the game kind of targets a lot of this stuff for you right away. The wind and your marker position are kind of as is. I like that it's not making me watch the other player, so I like that it's just kind of speeding the game along. I'm okay with that. Let's see here. Wow, there was no roll on that.
Bird.
So the commentary is a lot quieter when you're playing in this mode. When I played the tee off mode earlier, it was like non-stop chatter.
Oh. All right, nice little 2-foot putt.
But I'm also starting to hear the repeating,
Take a peek at the scorecard.
like a lot of other sports games. But that's okay. It's early access, and this is just kind of, I think, a
With
rudimentary
that,
thing to get it in
you
there.
will stay at even par.
That's okay. Even par again. Wow, Irend suckered me in there. He got a 3.
4th hole coming up. Take your best shot.
Par 3. Yep. Par 3, 141 yards. Wind is behind me. Which means I'm probably going to go past the hole. Yeah. I'm going to bounce. And, oh, okay, I'll sit in the fringe. That's okay. Oh yeah, look at everybody draining their putts, and I'm still chipping in over here. So what have we got? We are 17 feet. Come on. Nope.
Gotta hate missing the par. So close. Next hole coming up.
Alright, so you guys can see here, it's a little framey. This tends to be my experience so far. Once you get a couple of holes into the game, it just kind of starts chugging.
Par 4 here. What's nice
And it's like the tee shots are okay, and then by the time you make it to the green, it's like when the putting grid kind of comes into play that it just kind of loses its shit.
Looks like you'll be in the short stuff here.
All right, 30 yards. So my pitch here is about 28 yards, which will kind of work.
"32 feet to the hole here."
All right, we're gonna put this out to the left. Oh, that was definitely not enough strength. And these guys are just killing
See
me.
if we can save par here. That
We
would
are
be
not
nice.
going to save par here. I'm going to wing it right by the hole. Yep.
Oh!
And then tap in.
There we go.
There we go. That's right. So guys, this is golf. This is some
Sitting
golf-ass
at 2
golf.
over for the round.
There's really
Okay,
no...
let's see what happens here on this par
You've kind of
4.
seen the majority of what
Go ahead and drop this one into the
this looks
fairway
like.
and take it from there.
I think what we'll probably do is finish up the 6th hole, and then we will go and take a peek at the course creator. But there's truly not a lot of more adjustment to what's in here right now. So we all kind of got to the same place. Wow,
Nice. And it looks like
big
we
water
have about
carry here.
135 yards or so.
One thing I
to
can
go.
do is I can hold the left trigger, and I kind of get this grid that I can adjust for lower loft or higher loft, but you'll notice it also changes the cone of difficulty down below, so when I'm actually swinging the club, I have to pay more attention to where I'm actually moving the stick. You can also kind of adjust those using the X button to get some defaults in there. The punch is usually good for getting out of trees and that kind of stuff. This will actually take me 117 yards, which isn't going to be far enough, so I'm going to have to dump this right away. Wind is... yeah, let's do that.
Solid swing.
That should be enough to get me over the water. Sit. Perfect.
Okay, you're on the dance floor. Good stuff. All right, 12-footer here.
Little left to right. Oh, heartbreaker.
Oh, man. All right, nice little 2-foot putt. Next hole coming up.
All right. Is that a par
Okay,
there?
so
It was a
that'll
par.
keep you at 2 over for the round.
All right.
7th hole coming up.
So I'm going to pause out of here. When you pause, you can get your scorecard, the same settings menu at the main, and then exit takes you back to the main menu. Now that we've actually played a course, continue is now the option that you will find there, which will pick up where you left off, and then play takes you back to the same menu where you can set up new players and do all your fun stuff. Let's take a look at the course creator though. Alright, so I'm going to bring the cursor into play here. Oh, enter search. No, we're going to make a new course. Okay. So I like hills. Hills are good. I don't want a lot of water. Water's kind of a pain in the butt. Lots of trees though, because I'm a jerk. Oh, cool. All right, so you can toggle through the number of holes. Let's make a 9-hole course here. I think that's not appropriate. So this won't be. So we'll put in something like that. For those of you who know me, that'll be a bit of an inside joke. Oh wow, this is kind of neat. Look at it tweaking in where all these courses are. So they describe this as a procedurally generated game, which I assume works based on those sliders that we played with just a second ago. And I can kind of go through the course, and you can see it built in the terrain. So there's the water and the trees and the hills. Generally pretty straight area here. Ooh, 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 ooh. So let's go layout. I want there to be, yeah, 2 par 5s, 2 par 3s. Everything else is a par 4. Fairways. Oh wow, you can get really in depth here playing with the hazards and the start distances. Okay. That's kind of neat. Terrain options here. Wow. Uh, that's kind of neat. I wish I could. Oh, I can zoom. Never mind. Look at this. So you can actually. Where's the start of this? Back here. Actually gonna build just a spire here because I can. Alright, so that's kind of neat. You can do a lot of tweaking. I'm sure there will be some crazy courses built with that kind of stuff. Hills, randoms. Yeah, there's lots of neat things in there that you can kind of play around with. Oop, I want to go to appearance and see what's in there. Theme. Okay, so this is something I was wondering was, does it have to be a, traditional green course? You can have an alpine course. It's thinking about it. It's working on it. Yeah, okay, so that's, the mountains are over there. And, okay, so I got this other menu here that kind of lets me play with some other stuff. That's okay. What else we got here? I kind of like the idea of having a desert course, but that's not in yet. Let's do an autumn course. I love playing golf in the fall. So, oh neat. Right on. Time of day. Do some night golf. Some early morning golf. Late afternoon golf. Well, that's a placeholder for something. What else we got here? I'm not worried about layout, but if I look again, yeah, we already went through there. You can edit the holes individually. Create ads. You can add bunkers, create greens, place objects. Oh, neat. Okay, so is there buildings, clubhouses? Oh, right on. Okay. We're gonna put a porta potty. Right on top of that spire. And I'm gonna hit publish. Sure. You take a screenshot of your course to publish. I think the most effective screenshot I can take is that one. Come on now. Alright. So we're going to show the menu. We're going to play. Like the outhouse in the water there. I'm not sure that's exactly where that's supposed to be, but that's okay. There's the other one on top of the hill. We're definitely good with that. So we got 355 yards to the pin. There's a big water trap there. Let's see what we can do. I hooked it. Uh-oh. Well, that's okay. See if we can not do that. That's probably better. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm in the danger zone here, guys. Wow, look at the stance I'm in. That's some golf. Not even over the water. Which means we're gonna have to take a second shot here. I think I might have to try something a little bit different here. Just to get over that water. Man, that's a tricky spot. So I don't want my sand wedge. Where's my 64 degree Phil Mickelson special? Like, what is this? Alright. I don't want to go from there. So we'll deal with that. Alright, so this green's got some movement in it compared to the ones we were just playing. There we go. On that par 3. Or par 4. We are 9. That's 2 in the water. That's okay. So that's kind of cool. So you guys want to check out the course we made here. You can look it up. It's Mersey, M-E-R-S-E-Y Hills. You can also look for me, add me as a friend, that kind of stuff, and you'll be able to search for my course that way. I'm clearly going to drive the ball directly off the course and out of bounds. Oh man, right around that tree. So far, I kind of like this. It's been a long time since I've played a golf game that's not been a Tiger Woods title, so this is pretty solid so far. And I think because it's in early access, you're going to see things change. And knowing HB Studio's track record, they are going to definitely listen to the community who want to play this. If you check out the forums, there's some people who are definitely in on the kind of simulation side of you can't, change the ball's spin in flight, and you have to rely on your swing, and the putting's tough, but that's because that's what this game is. It's not meant to be Tiger Woods, and I think over time you'll see that some people will sit in this camp, and I might be along for the ride here. I'm gonna get back into golf this year anyways, and it's kind of fun way to do it. I wish the frame rate wasn't as hitchy as it is, but that's okay. It's kind of doing its thing. I'm sure that'll even out over time. So if you've checked out the golf club on Steam, make sure you put a comment in the video, or give me a shout. You can look me up. It's Juno, and you'll recognize my avatar based on the giant picture of me playing paintball. As always, you can follow the rest of our content at NovaGamer.net, and make sure you check out our podcast and our YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is youtube.com/NovaGamerCrew, and hopefully you'll be seeing that this video there in the next day or so. Thanks for checking out Twitch. I may be back on in the next little bit, but for now,